As we get over to Peter, I know the grass is very dry out there, Peter, and you're tracking a warm-up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we're also tracking the potential for some dry lightning here, Chris, which could be impactful, at least in terms of fire weather conditions as we get into the extended forecast. But for the next few days, it's going to be hot. We are going to be a little bit breezy, so that brush fire potential is still there. Temperatures across the board right now, though, pretty comfortable, right around the 60-degree mark. In the high country, right around the 50 to 55-degree mark. 59 here in Sacramento, a south wind of 7 miles per hour. It's been a pretty breezy day, right? We're 1 degree cooler than where we were at this time here yesterday, but the warm-up is set to begin. I know we can't have low 80s here all summer. We're going to be warmest this week on Thursday, but as we get towards next week, we're talking about even warmer temperatures than that potentially, and some monsoonal moisture. That's what's bringing that potential for the dry lightning as we get into next week. But for the rest of this week, it's those summer-like temperatures that are set to continue. Wednesday, 92, Thursday, 96, Friday, 93. It's just kind of typical for this time of year, maybe a little bit above average, but it's still going to be warm. Still be a little bit of a shock to the system after seeing a high of 82 degrees today. It's because the high that's been over the southwest is shifting here over Southern California. That's going to allow our temperatures to warm here as we get later into the week. Then that high is going to shift over Texas. Sadly, there's not going to be any cold air that's going to move in. It's going to block that from happening, but it is going to bring some moisture off that high from the Gulf here towards the region. That's what's going to create the potential for maybe that dry lightning here as we get towards the end of this upcoming weekend and the start of next week. Because with this high, that dry air remains, but as that high shifts further to the east, that brings in that moisture from the south, and that moisture from the south is going to start to ride its way here towards the region. And that's why we're seeing the potential for the monsoons, maybe the Sierra thunderstorms, but also just some dry lightning in general. Because it's not a whole lot of moisture here. When I say humid, also, I want you to keep this in mind. This isn't Midwest corn sweat humid or Southeast humid. It maybe feels 2-3 degrees warmer than the actual temperature itself. But it is going to warm our overnight lows here as well. As we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we bring in that moisture. Moisture retains heat better. That's why overnight lows are going to be a little bit warmer. And then in the afternoon, we're seeing highs near the 100-degree mark, but it's not at the 100-degree mark. I know some apps, let's say, are trying to throw out 104, 105. Don't think that's going to be happening as we get into early next week. But tomorrow, we're still going to start to feel the warmer temperatures. It's the start of that trend. Low 90s, upper 80s in the foothills. San Francisco, not too bad, 65, but make your way into the Delta, not as strong as a Delta breeze here tomorrow, so a high of 90 degrees in Vacaville. And throughout the valley, we're talking about temperatures into the low 90s or warmer. Yuba City, 95 tomorrow. Colusa, 97. Further to the south in Patterson and Turlock, we're talking about a high of 94 degrees. And here in Sacramento, I've got 92. Plenty of sunshine across the board here for your Wednesday. And plenty of sunshine really through the rest of the week in the foothills and the mountains. Those temperatures start to climb there, and they start to climb here in the valley as well as we get into your Thursday and your Friday. And really next weekend is treading pretty warm as well. 94, 94. And then the hottest days of the forecast, guys, are when we're going to start to feel humid. So yeah, it's going to maybe feel like 100. But the actual temperature as of now isn't at that 100-degree mark.
I'm definitely liking your numbers better, and thanks for calling out the apps on the, on the phones
exactly,
there.
Right?
Our weather team definitely much more knowledgeable, so I'm going to go with your numbers instead.
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Peter, we thank you for that update,
Thanks,
okay?
guys.